The times now is back to the rhymes. It's like, wow, he's back to the rhymes. I'm in the booth straight dropping dimes. Clark Kent daily playing through Metropolis Times. I write these raps while I'm under the gun. I see you back to get you some. A little bit of this and a little bit of that. Pure, raw, uncut, rap. Back to the rhymes. Now's the time. Time to unwind because it's back to the rhymes. Back to the rhymes. Now's the time. Time to unwind because it's back to the rhymes. All right, I guess I'm warmed up now. Take off my warm-up jacket. Okay, so let's take a look. School Us album sales. Let's find the album. Here we go. We are fast approaching the promotion of this online. I'm getting very close, but I want to share my plan with you momentarily. Give me a second. Okay. So none for the week, though. Country music, I don't like sunsets much. Nothing to report. However, I was listening to Spotify, and I'm going to talk about Spotify in a second while I was cleaning the church today. And much better than listening to YouTube. So, and I think I came across a country artist, if his name I think is Tyler Farr. I was listening to Jason Aldean's new stuff, and then Tyler Farr, if that's right, came up, and he's got some good songs. Definitely can sing. It's good. I heard some good songs there. Okay. So number 3, YouTube channel. So that's what I want to share. And so, like I said, I've shared the tapping into the roots of our faith now 92 times, and we are looking at another 8 more. And then I will start to share the album School Us on YouTube, but I realize I need to have that on Spotify. It becomes so clear to me. So I got to thank my daughter for helping me realize that. And she encouraged me to hear it. Yeah, so it's just better. Right now, it's the best thing I can think of for, like, say, listening to music and not paying a bunch of money, right? And not having a bunch of ads, but you get a few ads, but not, I mean, at this point with YouTube, if I'm listening to it, it's here a song, here an ad, here a song, here an ad. It's just, that's worse than the radio, right? So Spotify is not like that. I think they give you 30 minutes free right after a commercial, and then go from there. But it's their playlist, so that's the downside. But just to hear some music when you're cleaning, you'll take some good songs, some hit or missers. Before I forget, so Concrete, Aaron, my coworker, over in Ballard, he just released a song, and I saw it on Instagram. It's featuring KRS-One. I'm like, what? So I tried to hear a little of that. I think I need to have some subscription to Spotify to really hear it, or sit and listen to like a bunch of songs, maybe from him or from somebody, just to do that. But it's like, wow, man, is KRS-One, or is there some, what's up, man? So that's what's up, though. I really appreciate the fact just that he knows who. I mean, I could talk to some of these other guys when you know who he is. Yeah, and and if you look at the hashtags, he's putting up the teacher, real hip hop or something like that. Just, man, I didn't know good. I'm glad he likes the good stuff, and I didn't know, so that's really good. So yeah, I'll have to try to get with him, talk about that. It's great. It's exciting. So also did add a subscriber. I want to thank whoever did that. If you happen to hear this, I appreciate that. Also in our Sunday school did come up with we've got a couple guys in there that used to live the basically what, live a compromised Christian life, because I guess there's some churches that would be kind of open to two guys being together and reconfiguring God's word, basically, to allow for that and still be a Christian and all of that. So it's kind of, everyone's happy kind of deal. So, but they've walked away from that, and they're fellowshipping with us, and it's all good. But I did want to share, like, he's coming for his rainbow and my extremely controversial short. Just asking some basic questions, so controversial, I guess. So anyhow, that was cool to do that. I really do hope to, because those guys, actually, I'm going to have to talk to them and see if they want to do a video, because they've been in that lifestyle, and that's a lot more powerful than someone like me who's not, and the blowback you get when you leave that, not from everybody. I think you just get a variety. Some people, they just kind of, let you be you, and some people are really challenged by it. So anyhow, so it'd be great to hear how that's been for them, and they get their take, because I guess it's a challenging topic for a lot of young people, and some of those guys that have a lot to share. Okay, so TikTok's still doing the best by far. I think it's like 800 something on this last short. I can't remember what. YouTube was probably 30 something, and then Instagram still single digits. It's all good. But I forgot to check Facebook, because that's where it does pretty good. It's off Facebook, probably around 50. That's what it's been lately. And then I've talked to my wife about doing a public page. I haven't done that, but I should do that, or at least look into that. So that's that. But yeah, number one, my priority for, I got to get on Spotify. Before that, I got to send a successful email to Next Level folks. That's what's step 1 and 2. And I hope to do that on my day off, which I can't, I didn't even hear back to see if I'm working on Friday for the pizza place. I haven't done it in years, but man, anyway, we'll see. Rules of engagement. I thought I had something to say about that. No, can't remember. Nothing to share. Bellevue Ballers. So again, catching flack at work. This is related to Bellevue Ballers, because I just don't want to even think about changing, but I have to exercise my leverage if necessary. I need to at least be willing to walk away, just like I've heard Dave Ramsey say, in negotiation, you have to have the ability to walk away. Now, thankfully, at my job, I don't have to actually quit. I just have the ability to change stations, which I do, to get to have my, not demands. I just don't want to change how I've done my job after many, many years because of what, and to be micromanaged is, again, this is what drives me to want to be a Bellevue Baller, is how can you micromanage me? How can you watch me, watch my moves? I hate that. Who likes that? Why is that okay for anybody? It's not right. So that's how I think. And so I'll never eventually just raise the white flag. I give up. I'm going to have a boss forever. It's never going to happen. So I'm just working on it, working on it. So that's that. Music for Back to the Rhymes. I don't really have any updates on that. Merch. So, and my daughter was helping me look over YouTube and like well, she showed me community page, and because I was trying to figure out like if I want to sell merch, then you can have something like a link, I guess, on YouTube. But she says I need to have my own website. So her favorite group is the K-pop group Twice, and it's like shop twice. You click on their link, and it goes to shop Twice, and there's the merch. So then I would need a website to sell the merch. Oh, so okay, that's exciting. So probably not impossible to do, but that would take a little bit to do. Still got to someday get with my man on Jackson Street there, Richard. But yeah, it's all good. Trump's going to thump, nothing to say. It's just interesting on Spotify. They loaded it up there, not me, under Mic Dynamic or something. And so I need to figure out if I do some kind of Mic Dynamic on Spotify, what's going on, who knows? You will be glorified. So nothing new exactly. Just at church today, that was good. So, and I want to say, so my plan is to get with Zanye from church. He's a bass player. He's got the timing down. And before I also forget, my plan is to talk to Pastor Mike, because we have drums, of course, at church, and I clean the church with my family. Why don't I? Because Zanye says, "Hey, man, you're a little off on your time on My Reformation. All that great video. It's not bad. It's not bad. Don't worry. But it's something I want to improve on. I don't want it to be like a stumbling block for really hardcore musicians. Like, oh man, this guy. I mean, if it's something I can pull off, I want to work on it. So I'm like, maybe I don't want to go too extreme, but." I'm going to say once a week, 5 to 15 minutes on the drums, playing drums. We got drums. I'm there, I'm going to play some drums for something and get the timing down, whatever, and get better at it, with the metronome or whatever. And I'm just going to work on it once a week, 5 to 15 minutes, something like that. So if I could get that and get the confidence, but yeah, we're going to meet on Saturday for an hour and a half. I don't know what we could do. We're going to be in a Starbucks. I just really want him to just show me where he's like watching it and he's like, or something. I just want to hear that, but I don't know what we could do in an hour and a half. I'm going clear down to Renton. It's not that easy to get together. I was only trying to, once every 5 Saturdays I'm off, he's available on a Saturday, but I did want to ask him for his help, and I would appreciate it. I was starting to ask Sherwin, who plays the violin, on that, and then he got off talking to somebody else, and kind of needed to get to cleaning. So, but I'm gonna keep working on this, and my wife too is willing to help me. She's never super excited about this kind of stuff, but she definitely has that beat stuff down. No problem. So yeah, that's the thing. I'm just trying to pull from the people I'm around, and whatever help they can offer and are willing to offer, I will take if I can improve. For current events, I don't really have anything major except to say, nothing comes to mind. I mean, we hear about election stuff, no big deal. Like polls, no big deal. I believe the polls, but in the end, what does it matter? I mean, we're a year away from an election, for crying out loud. Just pass, I guess. I might just work on, maybe I can get another verse done of this song. Maybe call it good. Maybe continue. I got my next idea for a song. I've got numerous ideas, but the one I think I'll probably write is the one I have in mind, because it's the subject matter I think I should put out there. It's kind of a vision statement kind of song. And, I'm reading 7 Habits of Highly Successful People, and want you to write a personal mission statement. So maybe in a song, maybe it's just hard. I mean, it's tedious to do that kind of thing. This can be a little tedious, but maybe doing it in song form will be good. And that's kind of what I had in mind with the Worldwide Warriors, because they want us to do affirmations, hey, I'm a winner, I'm a champion. This, you could do that kind of stuff. But if you have a song, it's more fun. Probably feels a little more authentic, you can practice that. I'm a winner. I got what it takes. People want to do business with it, whatever, but this is kind of like get yourself pumped up. That's what that song's about. This song's kind of the opposite. It's like, let's go to bed. All right. So I think I'm about to hear the birds. I think it's past my bedtime. The sky is brightening, no sleep, that's frightening. But the chirping of the birds ain't. I can hear them chirping, though it's faint. Thank you, Lord, for having them to bring in the new day. What does that say? It's still quiet. It's quiet. What would you have me do today? No better time to wait on the Lord. No better time to ask yet again what I'm here for. Is he keeping score? Oftentimes that's the thought. Our Redeemer says, no, perish the thought. Meanwhile, sit back and enjoy the show. Are you comfortable? I hope so. They're doing their thing, don't you know? Ain't about time we just let go. 50 seconds, right? I think I'm about to hear the birds. I think it's past my bedtime. So so I think kind of the hook is a kind of that conversation when you're past your bedtime, you're trying to get yourself to go, like, stop screwing around and go to bed, let's say. So what would the next thing you'd say to yourself be? So if I say, make some space here at the bottom of the page, maybe I'll just put it on this page. So we'll put the hook. So I'll just say that little part be like the intro. So I think I'm about to hear the birds. The birds. I think it's past. That word past and past, I was even talking to my wife about the two. I was like, yeah, it's a little confusing. I think it's past my bedtime. I probably should call it a night. Call it a night. Too late. Too late. I'll have to call it. Call it an early morning. Oh, it's almost like the late morning or something. An early morning. An early morn. Too late. I'll have to call it an early morning. Early morning. Too late. I'll have to call it an early morning. Think about that here. So that's once. Should I do it twice? I think I'm about to hear the birds. I think it's past my bedtime. Probably should call it a night. Too late. I'll have to call it an early morning. I think I'm about to hear the birds. I think it's past my bedtime. I probably should call it a night. Too late. I have to call it an early morning. All right, so that's the hook. What do you think about hook? Like I say, we're just breaking new ground here. Who's making songs like this? All right, so that's the hook. So now we go to verse 2. By the way, I'm listening to like Jason Aldean. He's really one of the best for sure, country music. But man, the songs are virtually all about heart. A heartbreak is gut wrenching, is it not? And if so many songs are about that, and realistically, I think the challenge with this heartbreak stuff is um, to put in another layer, to say it in a way that hasn't been said. I mean, it's kind of like, all right, you're just devastated, and these songs are, I guess, meant for people in that situation. And then how to, rephrase. So, because he's talking about that song "Small Town," and that song's done really well, and it's just connects with people. It is good, Obviously, the song itself, I don't think it's particularly great, especially for him. I mean, I got a lot of songs from him I've heard that I really prefer, but the message is good, of course. Uh, so yeah, there you go. But that's a different subject matter too. And he was talking about, should it just be another radio hit, um, or should it be, not just to make another radio song or something? Maybe, I know it'd just be interesting to live a life of writing songs, and it's just interesting. All right, so that's what I do think. That's great that the song did well, and there you go. And yeah, that's it. Okay, so let's go to verse 2. What do I say now? Too late. I'll have to call it early morning. No sleep. That's frightening. Yeah. Short on sleep again. The alarm clock's not my friend. $24. $24 passed. Where have I been? I've been. What have I done? Here, let's try this. What have I done, right? What have I done in the last 24 hours? But now, what have I done? Slipped up. Slipped up and didn't put myself down. When you have the youngster, you put them down, right? We got to put ourselves down, right? Not put ourselves down. Slipped up and didn't put myself down. slipped up, and I put myself down. What does that mean? So I slipped up and I didn't go to bed. So now I slipped up and I'm criticizing myself. There you go. So I could just put little dittos for the next line. Stop short of calling myself a clown. Clown around. In you'll be beaten down. Not by not by a not by a not by an adversary per se. And I've never written that out before. I'll look it up, but I think it's ERSE, right? It's nice to have raps where you put in stuff like per se in the rap, right? Recorder here. Is that French per se? Talking to a guy at church today. He's working at a French restaurant at Pike's Market. No, Pike Place Market. Oh, no, the public market. Oh, what is it called? Okay, maybe it can be called anything because it's really supposed to be the public market on Pike Place. Per se. Oh, that's really interesting. Through by means per bearer, to, for, or by each for every 40 cents per gallon for 1 gallon, I guess, according to I guess per instructions, and that's Latin. Per is used in reference. Okay, but I don't want to get into that. I just want to look this up. Per se, in or by itself, intrinsically. Latin. What? What's that mean? Oh, well, gosh. They don't give any examples either. In or by itself, intrinsically. Intrinsically is, I don't know. Clown around, you'll get beaten down, not by an adversary per se. But not the way you want to start the next, not the way you wanted to roll in to roll into the next day. Until next time, we'll check you out on Back to the Runs. Oh.